Hey, so um, this video I'm just going to share one or two things from the notes that I wrote down and share a few ideas with you. Well, they're not really ideas, it's stuff I've learned from um, masters and teachers, and I haven't really embodied the teachings yet myself, so I don't tend to talk about them on my YouTube videos, but I'm going to share them with you though on this one. So the word abundance came up in the session, and I think you may have heard me speak about abundance. So the idea is that we're a part of the whole of creation, so we're inherently abundant, so we can never be in lack. Even when we're experiencing lack, what we're actually experiencing is an abundance of lack. So if we have this idea of ourselves lacking, whether it be lacking in wealth or whatever, all that is, the creator, the source, whatever you call it, says, okay, I will give you lack. So we're always supported even in our lack. Now, I was speaking to a guy, and this is a mentor of mine, and I'll tell you the whole story. So I'll give you the whole story on this one. I got to know this girl over YouTube, and she was going through a real tough time, and she said that my videos had inspired her to change her life. And anyway, to cut a long story short, she became a client of mine, and some of the things she told me, she'd been abused by her brother and stuff, sexually abused, and I really wanted to help. I really wanted to help her out. So some of the money that she invested in the coaching, I reinvested that into this mentor of mine. Now, this mentor of mine, he's not like anyone I've ever met before. He has a psychic ability. Now I'm thinking whether I should tell you about how I came to know that he had this psychic ability. So I'll go into that story. So how did I find out that he had this psychic ability? Well, I'd heard about him. My brother knows him, and another friend of mine has been to some of his workshops. And I got given his number, and I was going through some stuff at the time, but I put off ringing him. And I was getting to know this girl in the gym in a romantic way, and she'd come round to the flat and we'd chilled a few times. And so anyway, she was Muslim, this girl, and because of all the complications, I would have had to become Muslim, and I think she was maybe feeling a bit of pressure because she's going against what the community expects of her, being a Muslim girl. So anyway, she started to withdraw from me, and that really sucked because I really liked her, and she was withdrawing from me, and things weren't the same. And I'd sent a few text messages and got no response, kind of like, is everything okay? Get the feeling you don't want to talk no more. Got no response. So I found it within myself to just think, I accepted it, and then I sent one last text, and the text was, whatever it is you're going through, I'm here if you need support. It's okay. Whatever it is you're going through, I'm here if you need support. And I left it at that. And now this girl was getting a discount membership from me at the time. And part of my ego, even though I'd accepted it, part of my ego still didn't know what was going on. My ego wanted me to believe that she was using me for a free membership. Even deep down in my gut, I knew that wasn't what she was like. So anyway, my head was still in a bit of a mess, so I called this guy, Yashwan, called him up. And basically told him about the situation, and he said, you know, you've met someone and you've been able to do what you weren't able to do 3 years ago. Now, 3 years ago, pretty much exactly 3 years ago, my girlfriend at the time had done the same. She'd withdrawn from me. Now, that time when the girl withdrew, I totally shut down and was like, you don't want to be with me, let's call it quits, let's leave it completely. And anyway, I ended the relationship. Now, when I called Yashwan, he said, you know, you've been able to do what you couldn't do 3 years ago. You've been able to keep your heart open, keep myself open to, you know, whatever it is you're going through. And so he knew what was going on 3 years ago. And so that made sense, because other people had told me the same thing, that he was able to tell them things that he couldn't have known. So anyway, I invested some of the money from the coaching that I got from the girl, and this guy's £150 an hour. So just for half an hour was 75 quid. So anyway, told me what to do, put the 75 quid into his account. On the first time I'd spoke to him, that was just for 10 minutes. I wanted an actual session with him this time. So put the money into his account, and then leading up to the session I started to think, can I really afford this £70? Could really do with spending it on this instead. Have I done the right thing? £70, a lot of money for half an hour. And I started to contemplate the session, and I imagined, okay, what am I really going to get out of this session? And I imagined myself not getting that much out of the session. I thought, you know, I don't think it's going to be worth £70. So anyway, I thought, you know, maybe I should send him a text and say, is it okay if we cancel? Can I get a refund? Or so I thought, well, you know, best thing to do is to speak to him, you know, man to man. So called him and said, hey, Yashwan, I've decided not to go ahead with the session. And he was like, you know, why? What's the problem? And I said, well, you know, I don't have all that much money right now. I could do with putting that money elsewhere. And he says, no, I don't think that's the problem, it's something else. And I can't remember what was said after that, but he said, you know, tell me your favourite book. And I said, well, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is one of my favourite books. So he said, okay, The Power of Now. So he said, in this now you are abundant, because the money has transferred and it's in my account. And it was, the £70 was in his account. So he went on to say, if you weren't abundant, then you wouldn't have been able to give me the £70 for the session in the first place. And he carried on talking, and he gave me a few other bits of advice, because I had some other issues at the time around living with my mum, because I live with my mum right now and my mum supports me, and I was feeling like I should go out there and get a job, even though I didn't want to get a job, because I knew it would be like a bar job or something, and that would deter me from the studying and my life coaching business. And I said this to Yashwan, I said, look, I feel bad because you know, I'm here with my mum. And he said, you know, allow your mum to be the nail that hangs up the wall on the picture. And he put it across this way. He said, don't look at your mum like she's blue tack. You know, blue tack, when you stick up a picture on the wall with blue tack. You know, the blue tack, the weight of the picture can come down off the wall if it's just put together with blue tack. So he said, you know, allow your mum to be the nail that's going to hang up this picture, you. You know, receive the support that your mum is giving you, receive that support gracefully, and there may be a time in the future where you can support her and she might need my support. So that took a weight off my shoulders, that did. That, you know, my mum's just supporting me through this time where I'm developing myself as a coach and finding myself spiritually. So anyway, the abundance thing, he said that because, and I kind of knew this in myself, because he asked me at the beginning of the call, you know, what's the problem? And I said, my lack. You know, I'm in lack right now. I'm believing I don't have enough money. And he said, because you're in that frequency of lack, and by this point we'd gone maybe 20 minutes of talking, and I was like, this guy's amazing. And he was saying that because you were in that frequency of lack, you imagined the session to be of no more value than what you can give to yourself. And that's true, that's what I was doing. I was imagining the session from a place of lack. And when I imagined the session, I thought, you know, I'm not going to get any more out of this session than what I can do for myself. And he spoke about a few other things. He said, there's a tree outside your window with fruit on it? And there was. Looked out the window and we've got a pear tree in the backyard. And he said, if you look at that tree, it's abundant with pears. And he said, you won't be able to find anything out there, you know, anything in the environment, anything in the universe. You won't ever find anything in the universe which is bigger than you. So us, you know, the true us, we are infinite, vaster, more vast than the ocean, more vast than the universe itself. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that story with you about the frequency of lack. And this has showed up because, you know, you've heard me speak about me wanting to eat healthily, and I'd been putting it off because I'd say to myself, well, if I'm going to eat healthily, it means I'm going to want to eat organic, and organic's expensive, and do I really have the money right now? There was a cleanse I wanted to do, which was 50 quid to do the cleanse. And I thought, no, I'm going to buy the cleanse, I'm going to go down to the supermarket, get all the organic food, and I'm going to trust that the universe will give me what I need to continue doing that. And the amazing thing is, a guy that I'm coaching right now, I didn't think he bought a month off me, and I didn't think he would renew, and he decided, yeah, I want to do another month. And so the money was there to continue with my healthy eating. So it does work. It's been working for me to just trust and follow the excitement. That's another concept I wanted to share with you. Let your excitement and your passion be the organising principle. So when you follow your excitement, it will arrange you to where you need to be. The higher mind, whatever you want to call it, knows the best way to bring you what it is you want, what you need to become more of who you are. Because I believe that's what we're really doing here in this experience of life. It's an experience to express and be more of what we truly are. So the higher mind knows how to do that, knows how to orchestrate it for you. So you don't have to know how it's all going to happen. Your job is to just take action on your joy, on your passion, on your excitement, what excites you. Doesn't have to be like one big life purpose. It could be just in every moment you look at all the options that you have and you pick the one that is most exciting to you. Doesn't mean you have to be all giddy and joyful. It might just be, okay, this is what I'm gravitating towards right now. It could be a really simple thing like, I need to get the shopping done, and you do that. So it's already gone up to 15 minutes. I hope you got something out of what I've been saying. I'll send a few more videos your way around manifestation, and I'll get that book to you. So anyway, any questions you got, send them my way. If I come up with anything between now and next Wednesday, I'll shoot you another video. So anyway, I'll catch you later.